Warning, what you're about to see is all propaganda. The eye paper. May vows to aim high on Brexit. Well, we know that's a pack of lies. There's no Brexit, and she's committed treason on so many accounts. It's beyond belief. South Africa enters new era. Taxi driver confesses to murdering British diplomat. And then the biggest lie of all. Wanted, nurses and doctors for the NHS. Health service facing record number of staff vacancies. Trust managers forced to spend billions on agency staff. Ageing population and huge drop in recruiting from Europe blamed for staffing crisis. So in that by itself there, they're not searching for staff, because they're putting this out there so that when they finally get rid of the NHS, you were used to it. You knew it was coming because they've been programming you for all this time with it. And then, of course, the bottom part of that last paragraph there, or the top of the last paragraph, ageing population and huge drop in recruit. Right, so that's the depopulation agenda. It's because you're getting old, so we're going to have to kill you when you get to 40. Star. Football, TV, train crash, and first look at CBB pad. Now that first look at CBB pad just shows you how much money the BBC have when they can waste huge amounts on something for CBB. The train that was in Washington, I believe, doing 80 something miles an hour, and it came off the tracks. Fans fear for boozy Corrie Kev. Trouble star hits pub to celebrate engagement. So, BBC, a disaster, TV and sport. This is why I say there's no point wasting a penny on these papers. And of course it's all propaganda. It's all programming you for what they want you to be ready for and what they want you to believe. Daily Mail. Esther, why my daughter, the Xmas perfectionist, is driving me crackers. Of course, she was a big friend of Jimmy Savile's, and there's been a lot of rumours about her as well. Charlotte, the cutie on a Christmas card. Really shouldn't have young kids on Christmas cards, simply because of the dirty scum out there that get off with kids. Victory for Mail as Gove unveils blueprint to help families beat scourge of plastic waste. Have you seen this scourge of plastic waste? No, me neither. End of the plastic recycling shambles. Oh, so they're trying to cover up the fact that they're not very good at recycling. But notice how they twist it. It's families. It's not the councils. It's families. The scum. Through Jamie's keyhole. I'd like to kick him up his keyhole. Ex-PM aide target rich. Never going to happen. Bunny girl fired over fling with Brit tycoon. And this has been covered quite a bit on UK column. Navy's new 3.1 billion aircraft carrier is leaking. Up ship creek. This is another attack on the armed forces, and that ship hasn't got any planes. It's an aircraft carrier and it's got no planes, so it's absolutely useless. And apparently it's leaking. But always don't get scammed by it. It's propaganda that they want you to believe, so just don't fall for the crap. The Guardian. Now there's an interesting bit just above the Guardian here. The elites tearing Britain apart. Who'd have thought you'd have actually got any genuine truth in one of these rags? course, if you go on to read the article, I'm sure it's nothing like what you imagine it to be. Barnier tells May you won't get a special Brexit deal for the city. EU negotiators blunt message on financial services. So they're talking about the not part of the UK, City of London. UK has chosen its own red lines in leaving, he says. Warning comes on eve of PM's key cabinet meeting. They can have all the meetings they want. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing. Absolutely nothing's going to change. It's just like when you vote. If you're daft enough to be on the voters register, expecting a new, different party to come in and have a party on you, which they do every time, and expecting anything to change. It never changes. Guardian to fight legal action by Paradise Papers firm. So I guess they're trying to cover it up further. Daily Mirror. 25 ways to stay healthy at Christmas. Almost impossible because all the food's poisoned, all the liquids are poisoned, even the air's poisoned. 10-day wait to find out if you have got cancer. Well, again, the cancer comes down to what we eat and drink and breathe. And then that girl again, and the big headline is Toys R Us on the brink, 3,200 face Christmas are as UK's 3,200 face Christmas are as UK biggest store hit by financial crisis. That doesn't even make any sense. But I guess Toys R Us are down the pan. But don't forget, never take it as what they say. Everything, like at the end of this video, everything is planned. Everything is planned. The Times. New ANC leader vows to tackle corruption in South Africa. Yeah, I don't hold out much hope for that. Here's another picture of the train crash in Washington. Sadists at 6. Why children get a taste of punishment. It's because we live in a corrupt society where kids do get punished, and they don't just get sitting in a naughty corner or anything like that. They get beaten to get them used to the sadistic stuff they may have to face at a later date. And that down the bottom there. Police took bribes from organised crime gang. Allegations against Britain's fourth biggest force, caused 3.5 million investigation to collapse. What? You mean the police are corrupt? Wow! You could have knocked me over with a feather. 10p Daily Express. Carnage at high-speed train derails onto busy highway. Socialising can beat diabetes. Making friends cuts the risk of type 2 by more than 40%. Well, we've been brainwashed to stay away from socialising and stop talking to each other because they don't want us discussing what's really going on. So maybe you're going to have to get out more. Oh gosh. And then down the bottom, the parasites. Glamorous new look for Kate on Royal Christmas card. Whoopee do. The Daily Telegraph. Gatlin embroiled in new athletics doping scandal. What, you mean even the athletes are bent? You couldn't make it up, could you? You just couldn't. Although they do, all the time. Every time you receive one of these rags, it's made up. Metro. Charlotte is off to nursery. I'm guessing she was probably a royal or something like that, so another parasite. Yeah, royal parasite. Whitehall's gender pay gap exposed. Now this is a ploy on the gender agenda, the transgender agenda even. Trying to say that, you know, just saying it gender, but it is to do with transgender. FT. £350 million a week, the ironic cost of Brexit to British output. It's not even close to what we're giving them each week. Security plan chills US ties with China. I'm going to have a go at it. Ramaphosa threatens Zuma grip on South Africa after ANC victory. There's more going off in South Africa than meets the eye. Fresh Uber security as driver held over death of UK embassy worker in Beirut. Dennis Healy. World events do not occur by accident. They are made to happen, whether it is to do with national issues or commerce, and most of them are staged and managed by those who hold the purse strings.